Here, let's begin the test of heat exchanger. The equipment is mainly made of three parts. That is heat exchanger section, temperature control and recording plate, cooling water and hot water flow rate control. For the heat exchanger, it's now connected as counter current operation. You can see that it's out from here and it flows in this direction. And finally, it returns at this point. And for the cold water, it's now out from here and it flows in this direction. That is reversed from the hot water, and then it returns at here. And it's called counter current operation. If we reverse the inlet and outlet of the cold water, it will flow out from here and in the same direction with hot water, and then it returns at here. That is called cold current operation. For the counter current operation, let's look at the detailed flow. We can see that the hot water is out from the first point and it flows in this direction, and then it passes through this direction. It's recorded by the temperature 5, and then it flows here and go back to the second point. While for the cold water, it flows out from the third point and it flows in this direction. It passes through the here is recorded by the 6 points, and then it flows in this direction. That is reversed from the hot water, and finally it go back to from here, go back to the fourth point. Here we introduce the part of cooling water flow control and hot water flow control. We can see that in the first case, we need to set the cooling water and hot water at 1 liter per minute. That is about 16.6 grams per second. We need to adjust this valve to control the flow rate. And this is to adjust the hot water. When we have adjusted the flow, we will need to wait for the temperature to arrive at balance. And then we need to record the temperature from 1 to 6 points. For the second case, we need to adjust the hot water flow to 3 liters per minute. It's about 49.8 grams per second. And also, we need to wait for the energy balance state, and then record the temperature of 6 points. In the second stage, we will need to test the operation of cold current. We can see that we have reversed the inlet and outlet of cold water. It now flows from here and in the same direction with hot water, and then it goes back from here. Let's look at the detailed flow path of cold current operation. You can see the hot water is also out from here. It's unchanged, and it passes through the 5 point and go back in the second point here. And for the cold water, it flows from the 3 point, and then it flows in the same direction with hot water, and it passes through the 6 point here, and it goes back in the 4th point here. So it's in the same direction. It's called co-current operation. For the co-current operation here, in the first case, we also need to test the cold water and hot water flow rate at 1 liter per minute. So we have adjusted the hot water and cooling water flow rate. And then we need to wait the temperature here to arrive about 6 degrees Celsius and record the temperature of 1 to 6 points. And in the second case of co-current operation, we need to adjust the hot water here to 3 liters per minute. And also, we then need to wait for the energy balance operation and record the temperature data of the 6 points. We need to repeat the test for the other 3 cases and read the data.